everyone. Welcome to our monthly water ceremony and collective consciousness experiment. And thank you for tuning in as we honor the late, great Dr. Masaru Emoto today as we conduct this special Emoto-style prayer to water crystal experiment at Office Masaru Emoto in Tokyo, Japan. And we're going to imprint the water with our prayers, and then we will reveal the results to honor Dr. Emoto's heavenly birthday. Hello, everyone. I'm Lindsay Fox, international Hado instructor, water researcher, and founder at Water Peace Project. And we have my Hado sister, Dr. Kumunga Andra-Hanetti. And Kumunga is the founder of the Center for Advanced Learning for Mindfulness, or also known as CALM. And we also have Dr. Emoto's son, Hiro Emoto, and Hiro is a Hado teacher, and he carries on his father's legacy at IHM and Office Masaru Emoto in Tokyo, Japan. Thank you both for joining us, and welcome, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for your channel. Really an honor to be here once again to honor my Emoto Sensei.
Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay and Kumanga. Thank you for honoring my father in this way by conducting these online water crystal experiments so everybody can participate and experience water crystal photography. Thank you.
Oh, love and thanks to you both. And I am so grateful for our residents, and especially for Dr. Emoto's water wisdom that he shared with us during his time on Earth, and his work and teachings really had an incredible impact in my life, and also connecting our hearts and minds and in raising water consciousness. And today we are conducting this live water crystal experiment right now. And simultaneously, we are conducting a group consciousness experiment in collaboration with Aquasci. So for the next 30 minutes, we are going to synchronize our intentions and direct our sincere feelings of love and gratitude to the water samples now. And we have 2 water samples for these experiments. So if you're viewing this on the Water Peace Project live stream, you'll only see 1 sample, and that sample is sitting on Hiro's desk at Office Masaru Emoto in Tokyo, Japan. And after we send our prayers of love and gratitude during this ceremony to this sample, will be placed into the freezer and frozen, and then it will be brought out into the cold lab and photographed for water crystals. But if you join our Aquasci experiment link pinned in the chat, you'll be able to see both water samples at the same exact time. And this Aquasci water sample is located in our Aquasci lab in Toronto, where it's being measured by a special water sensor for any subtle changes. So for the next 30 minutes, we will conduct this group consciousness experiment, and the results from today's water crystal experiment will be revealed on Dr. Emoto's heavenly birthday, which is July 22nd. So we are together, we're exploring the power of collective consciousness, and both experiments begin now. So thank you so much for your participation. And if you're interested in learning more about our research and our monthly water ceremony experiments, our results and paper was published in the IJUS, and it's free to download at our website, waterpeaceproject.org. So I'm really grateful that we continue these water crystal experiments that basically demonstrate the water memory theory and how water is a mirror to our consciousness. And Dr. Emoto was a phenomenological researcher, which is basically where you document your observations, and through his water crystal experiments, it basically demonstrates the power of our human consciousness and how we're related to water on a deep level. And This was the purpose of Dr. Emoto's Hado School and his mission to teach the importance of water to create peace and harmony in our world. And it's really been such an honor to have worked along his side. Kumanga and Hiro, together, we supported his mission and global peace tours. And he visited more than 30 countries, spreading the messages of water around the world. So I always cherish this time and the resonance that we shared in doing this. So Hiro, thank you so much for joining us again today for this special ceremony to celebrate the life and love of your father, and also especially to continue conducting these water crystal experiments and demonstrating the power of human consciousness. And so thank you so much and welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay, for making this wonderful opportunity to tell about my father's life and his findings about water. But before he became famous with water crystal photography, he initially gave healing counseling using a Hado measuring device called MRA, and to measure person's energy and adjust where energy was disturbed. It was the technique to adjust the body's energy by having the water store the correct energy to reverse the disturbed energy in the area where disturbed energy is located. And bad energy in their bodies is neutralized when people drink that water. It's called Hado water. So he found this Hado counts technique, and that spread out because the method of this counseling was so effective, and many people came to him for the counseling. Some of them, had been abandoned by the hospital, but by optimizing the water in their body, many of them got better. So his Hado counseling spread throughout Japan. So that was 30 years ago. But as his activities grow, there have been people who criticize this. They say they have never heard of Hado counseling, and it is impossible for water to store information. He never heard of it. So my father was always thinking about how he could prove the water can store information. Then one day, when he picked up the book about snowflakes, and it hit him, he thought, that's it. Snow is originally water. So if we freeze the water, water should show water crystals. Then if we give some information to the water, then water crystals show the different formation. Then, he can prove that water stores information. So that's how he started. And then, as you know, after that, he took a lot of water crystal photos, then published a book about water crystal photography that's called Message from Water. And that spread out throughout the world. And then he left the Hado counseling to his disciples and went out the world to share with everyone what the water crystal photography taught him. The more he did research on water, the more he realized how precious water is. And then we are 70% water. This planet Earth is also 70% water. And the water shows its most beautiful formation when the water receives the energy of love and gratitude. So he went around telling everybody that the energy of love and gratitude is the most important thing to adjust the energy, not only your human body, but also the water planet Earth. And many people resonated with his messages. And of course, you guys are one of them. And he left behind a truly wonderful legacy. I am so happy and passionate to be carry on his work, and I am working with many wonderful people to make the world that my father envisioned a reality. As the water crystal photo shows, our pure intention, pure thoughts will come true. So let us create a beautiful world of reality with our positive thoughts. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Hirachan. Thank you for sharing this beautiful story going back 30 years ago. I actually experienced this device with your father when I first met him it was at Lake Biwa, at the head of school there. The first time when I attended the head of school, so I will never forget. I also, what I felt when I first met your father, I don't think he really needed a machine to understand about the person's energy. He knew, he's a very, very gifted person. So it was such a huge, I felt this enormous amount of energy or blessings coming upon me when I met your father. That's what I felt. I felt blessing towards something that I was about to do. So he was such a special, special being that we were very lucky to have known him very closely for quite a length of time. So yeah, and like Lindsay said earlier, we managed to travel with him, and it was really an honor to invite him back to the UK and to hold the Haddo School in Scotland. So you brought a lot of memories back when you were talking about the history. And one of the things that I want to talk about was my time in Tokyo doing the water crystal experiments, and especially today being the water ceremony. I took water from a Buddhist temple while I was there because, Emoto Sensei used to bring Buddhist priests to bless water. For every single Haddo school ceremony he did, there was a Buddhist priest present, which was a very close connection to me being a Buddhist. So that was also another direct connection I had with Emoto Sensei's philosophy. And when I went to this temple in Japan, I took water from the temple and I did the experiment at the lab. And I saw in very clear circle in the middle of the water crystal that I took that wasn't really present in other samples that I tested. I did so many different experiments. May I invite you to say a little bit about what does that circle represent? Because I know you have seen so many different samples.
Oh, the circle?
Yes, exactly. Have you seen this in other?
Yeah, I have seen some of them when the water receives certain special energy. I think I saw it from the water exposed to the prayer before the circle, but I think it's kind of rare.
So that was such a like a vivid experience that I remember having that very clear circle in the quite a big circle, and the water crystal was very hexagon, very clear, and it didn't have any things coming out of it like a snowflake, but it was very like a hexagonal shape and the circle in the middle.
Yeah, well, that's from Buddhist temple, right?
The water. It was the Buddhist temple that had Buddha's left collar.
Okay. Yeah, interestingly, we saw, water crystals related Buddhist words or, mantra. It's kind of, shape is like that. No, how do you call this decoration, but it's a kind of simple hexagonal shape. And so I was kind of amazed that you say so. So, yeah.
Yes, it just came to my mind to talk about it because this was another very right next to my heart crystal. This was the next one that brought me a lot of meaning to my practice, because in Buddhist philosophy we speak about emptiness. Everything arises from nothing and it dissolves back into nothingness, and that's what that circle represented to me. The circle of life, and also how we are born and the birth and the death of everything. So yeah, I'm going to hand over to Lindsay. Thank you, Hircha.
That was really beautiful, Kumanga. Thank you for sharing that. And apropos, when we were discussing that process of, the cyclical or the cycle of life, and how water truly is a mirror and mirrors back to us what we're giving it. And I always say how I get goosebumps and when we come together like this. And Dr. Emoto believed that if we begin to experience situations that trigger goosebumps or occasional synchronicities, that's proof that our DNA is activating and we are ascending the fifth dimensional world on an unconscious level. And that as that opening into the fifth dimensional world becomes wider, that the distance between you and God becomes smaller or decreases. And so Dr. Emoto truly believed that by opening ourselves up to the potential of water and learning from it, that we can activate our DNA in that way, and that our DNA becomes awakened, because by activating the other 97% of our DNA is a way that we could connect to God or discover our subconscious hidden power. And so this becomes possible when we learn from water and when we live in love and gratitude. So with this in mind, let's begin the water ceremony now. And we will begin when I sound the crystal bowl. Kumanga will open the ceremony with a guided meditation, and Hiro will lead the grand invocation in Japanese. And together we will chant the Ho'oponopono prayer. So you can follow along by repeating after. And let's begin now.
So to begin our water ceremony, we are going to do a water meditation. So coming to a comfortable posture, adjusting your spine if it is not straight, perhaps stretching it out a bit, and coming to that position where your spine is sitting by itself, and placing your feet flat on the ground. If you're sitting on a chair, adjusting the position so that your legs are in this 90-degree angle, and placing your arms, perhaps right palm on top of the left, thumbs gently touching, or both palms facing up or downwards on your thighs. And finally, just tilting the chin slightly, lowering the chin slightly. So if our eyes are open, if that's more comfortable to you, we have a lowered gaze. Or if it is more comfortable, we close our eyes. Now let's take a long, deep breath to begin our practice, letting this breath flow all the way down to our abdomen, expanding the abdomen, and watching how the flow of the air leaves the body with the out-breath, following its journey all the way out. And then following another breath in. In Buddhist practice, we call this Anapanasati Bhavana, or breathe in and out. Meditation of paying attention to our breath, to our breathing. So watching another breath, perhaps even now this time visualizing that we are sitting by the ocean. And as the waves of the ocean comes towards us, flows towards us, we take a long deep breath, taking the life force energy of our Mother Ocean, letting this wave of fresh air enter through the nose, flowing into our belly, expanding our abdomen, letting the breath this time flow all the way down to our feet, and letting this life force energy flowing from our Mother Ocean, letting it flow into our cells, renewing our cells, renewing the connection with our Mother Ocean and Mother Earth. They say that we have a new body every 7 years. All our cells, the water, becomes renewed. So opening up to this purification of mind, body and our spirit. Taking that long deep breath one more time and letting the breath flow out. This time just watching the waves of the ocean, connecting with our ocean and connecting with those waves on the top of the ocean, but at the same time connecting with the depth of the ocean, qualities of our Mother Ocean, qualities being the clarity and the calmness that exist underneath the deep ocean. And reconnecting back to where we came from, connecting with the cycle of life. And perhaps even now, listening to the waves of the ocean. Perhaps even if you're standing on the beach, we can walk towards our Mother Ocean to receive her blessings, and we touch the ocean, feeling the coolness or the warmness of the water, feeling the waves kissing our feet, so connecting with water, connecting with our ancestors, connecting with Emoto Sensei's teachings. Now we'll just say a little prayer in our heart. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings be healthy. And may all beings be joyful. Now while we stand here connecting with our Mother Ocean and the elements, taking another long deep breath as the life force energy flows from the ocean taking it in one last time through our nostrils, feeling the air flowing into the abdomen, filling our abdomen, letting this flow of energy flow down to the feet, and feeling this life force energy renewing our mind, body, and spirit, renewing and making this deep connection with our Mother Earth and our waters, moving our fingers and toes, gently opening the eyes.
Yeah, thank you, Kumi-chan, for the beautiful guided meditations. I feel like the water inside of my body is really energized and optimized. Now I'm going to chant Grand Invocation. Grand Invocation is the invocation for the grand harmony. Words were created by Dr. Emoto's mentor, Dr. Shioya, who was a medical doctor and also a teacher of Kototama, spirits in world. And the meaning of meaning of the invocation in English is the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create a world of true and grand harmony. Dr. Emoto chanted these prayer words in water blessing ceremony together with the local people. And now I'd like to chant this in Japanese 3 times. So if you can follow me, that'd be great. 宇宙の無限の
宇宙の無限の
力が凝り凝って
これこれ
誠の大和の
誠の大和の
御代がなりなった
世がなりなった
宇宙の無限の
宇宙の無限の
力が凝り凝って
これこれ
誠の大和の
大和の
御代がなりなった
世がなりなった
宇宙の無限の
宇宙の無限の
力が凝り凝って
力がこれこれ
誠の大和の
誠の大和の
御代がなりなった。
世がなりなった。
Thank you.
And now together we will chant the Ho'oponopono prayer. And this is also another prayer that Dr. Emoto chanted at every ceremony. And this is actually a Hawaiian healing prayer for reconciliation. And it's a powerful prayer. You can just connect to your sincere heart and repeat after me. We'll say it 3 times. Water, I am sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, love you.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
This concludes our water ceremony. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Vera, John, for this wonderful ceremony that we held together. And thank you, everyone, for joining. It's like I mentioned earlier, what I felt from Dr. Emoto was the blessings that he was carrying through all the ceremonies, all the practice that he was doing personal. So similarly, from the practice today, the ceremony today, our water body is, I feel is like Hiro-chan said, is shining from this prayer, the power of the prayers and the practice. So we can carry this wherever we go and offer it to those in need. And one other thing we could do is you can again play these prayers and have a glass of water next to you. And maybe you can go and offer it to a tree, to Mother Nature. So thank you.
Oh, Kumi, Hiro, thank you so much. It's like, I feel like after the water settles, my water molecules just feel like they were dancing and they've all just settled down. I feel so calm and peaceful. And I'm just really grateful for both of you and sharing that and coming together in this way every month. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me for this wonderful ceremony. And I feel great every time I join this ceremony, and my water inside our body really become happy. But it's really true that research shows that when you pray for others, you actually become healthy, and also it's, it works for other people. So prayer for other people is really important. And that's how we, live from the ancient times. And so that's why this, I think this online ceremony event is very important. And, it's so important for, a lot of people get together and pray together as one. And so that is why I am going to organize the event called the World Water Festival. This year, we are holding the event in September 21st and 22nd, which is the World Peace Day on the first day, Autumn Equinox Day on the second day. So it's really great timing, I think, because on the World Peace Day, there are a lot of events for peace happening on the earth. So, we can connect with them consciously. And then next day is Equinox Day, so it's the change of energy. So we gathered beautiful positive energy, and then we spread out on the Equinox Day. So I think, wonderful things will happen, and I really believe in that too. And yeah, this is gonna be third time, and we have done this 2 years ago in Lake Hamana. That was during Corona pandemic. So we had, only 100 people gathered, but 500 people joined online. And we did the prayer ceremony, and we prayed to the water, local water, and we tested the water. Actually, the water quality improved before and after prayer was sent to the water. It was like 3 hours later, same water. We had a professional company check everything, pH level, calcium, then they checked the COD, which is chemical oxygen demand. Is the value actually to show how the water is polluted, and then that actually value improved dramatically. Like they were so surprised because without adding any things like chemical stuff, and it could never happen. So, but we did it, with the power of pure prayer. Actually, water became so clean, like the water before, like there are no fish can survive, but after we pray, the fish can survive. So we changed the water quality by only prayer. And then next day it was my father's death anniversary, and one very nice thing happened actually when I checked in the hotel for the first day of the event, and my room number was 722. That's my father's birthday. And the other people's room actually like 6th floor, 5th floor. I'm the only in the 7th floor, but I was given that number, and I felt that he's really, really watching us, supporting us, from above. And then we did a wonderful ceremony on his death anniversary outside of Hamana Lake, and spread out our love of energy, love and gratitude energy throughout the Pacific Ocean. So that was the first day and first event. And then second event last year we did it on 11/11, and that was outdoor venue held in Kumamoto. Kumamoto is it's a very wonderful place with the great nature and lots of water underground, and also it's been there as a prayer place. There are so many old Shinto shrines, and there's a big caldera, and then inside of caldera we did the event, and we had like 2,000 people gathered and 8,000 people watched online, and it was a very beautiful event. And this year, we want to connect with the world, the people from different locations, and come together, pray together as one. And so there are already people who resonated with the concept of this event. And then we have people from Egypt, people from Australia, people from Germany, people from Mexico, people from the US. They do spontaneously the World Water Festival event on the same day. So, we do that in Japan, in Kumamoto, but at the same time, they're our, teams and, the brother and sister, they do events together. So we connect and then we pray for the peace and pray to the water together with them at the same time so that we can really feel the oneness. And then we can raise our positive collective consciousness and fill the earth with the love and gratitude. So that's what we are planning to do this year. And of course, you can come to Japan to join because there's so many, fun things like singing performance, taiko drummings and dancing. And we also have a forum, like panel discussion about, environmental things and how we can save our water source and so forth. And so, yeah, there are a lot of things happen this event. And we call it World Water Festival because in Japanese it's called the Mizu Matsuri. Matsuri. There's no word in English. Matsuri is not only the festival, but also it's a ceremony. So it's actually coming together, ceremony, festival together. So we should, have a fun together, share the joy of living together. So that's kind of festival side. And also we pray, send a pure prayer. We give a love and thanks to water, Mother Earth, and that's ceremony. So these two things so important so that, this energy we can send out to the universe because, it's all about harmony. That's why we are creating. And then why we have so many, fight or, conflict. But if you think about original point, that started with the harmony. So that's kind of the event. We really come back to the original point and then we get together because we are, one in the beginning, right? So that's the event. And I would like as many people as possible to join so that I think, we can change the reality and, better. We can change the earth. I mean, we can make the earth a better place to live for everyone. My, goal and purpose of the event. So, yeah, so I would like you to know the event will be held on September 21st and 22nd. Even if you cannot join, on site, but you can join remotely through internet. So please check our website, worldwaterfestival.net. So thank you.
Hiro, thank you so much. It's truly a wonderful event. This is, an annual event now, and it brings so many people together for the same purpose, feeling oneness and harmonizing for peace within ourselves and together. And so, if you want to participate in the World Water Festival, you can have your own event in your own location, and they will be creating like a montage of videos to feature everyone and bring everyone together. So again, check out the website worldwaterfestival.net and you can learn more about that there for this coming September 21st and 22nd. I sincerely want to thank you both for your continued support and resonance. It's such an honor to contribute in carrying on your father's legacy and share the importance of water and also the messages from water that your father has been sharing. We're humbled and grateful, and we are wishing Emoto Sensei a happy heavenly birthday. we will share the results from this ceremony where we have imprinted our water. So I just want to thank everyone for joining and participating every month on the 11th. And our next water crystal experiment will be held on September 11th, and the results will be September 21st. We can share them at the World Water Festival. And please, to learn more about our schedule and our experiments and our published research, please visit us at waterpeaceproject.org. Love and gratitude to each of you for your participation, and thank you so much. Happy heavenly birthday, Emoto Sensei, and thank you, and we love you.
Thank you so much.
And please stay tuned. We will share the results from this water crystal experiment. And also we have a montage of messages from Dr. Emoto. So thank you, and we love you. Happy heavenly birthday, Emoto Sensei. Thank you so much. Bye now.